Yes lads, welcome to today's video, today's preview for the Sheffield United game. I think it's going to be an exciting game, right? Let's take a quick look at our recent form. I think we're doing quite well. We're banging in some passes, left, right, and center. Obviously, we got a 6-0, a 5-0. Then we, of course, had a disappointing match against Porto. Yes, I think we can all agree that this wasn't our best matches, one of our best matches. I mean, we weren't quite there. I don't know why. Maybe it was like inexperience. Maybe it was like our players not being up to it. Maybe nerves. I don't know what it was, but yeah, let's see if we can turn it around at the Emirates. Of course, I hear a lot of people being insanely like positive about the Porto game at the Emirates, but in my opinion, as we could see this season already, we've played low block teams multiple times already, and it weren't quite the easiest games for us. I mean, we had problems breaking it down. I know Atara changed things up a bit. Saka went from a double or triple defending to a bit more to the center. We could use Trossard a bit more in the striker position. Trossard has been playing well. Had a bit of a wrong match against Porto, of course, but yeah, our entire team was a bit off. But like, I'm not really that positive, to be completely honest, about Porto. But let's preview the game against Sheffield United right now. Let's take a look at Sheffield last results. Of course, we have the goal difference here. The goal difference of Sheffield isn't quite as good as ours, but I mean, Sheffield, of course, just promoted from the championship, so what can you expect? I mean, I have to say with that, Luton is doing quite well. I quite enjoy watch Luton. And about Burnley, Burnley has a lot of like critics about company that keeps playing the same football. But to be honest, I rather have football like company plays than like a team that sits back the entire game on a low block and at the end of the day loses 3-0 to 2-0 to City of Arsenal or any other team to play low block against, right? I mean, let me know in the comments what you think about that. And, wow, let's take a look at Sheffield right now. Of course, Sheffield last matches is it's a 1-0 loss against Wolves. I have to say, Sheffield 1-0 Wolves. Wolves is doing quite well, so it's not that bad of a result from Sheffield. But then we have a 5-0 and a 3-1 win, actually, against Luton. But both teams have promoted, of course. So I can't really judge on that based off that. Aston Villa 5-0 as well. So yeah, we could expect a high goal game, but saying that, we can also expect a 1-0, a 2-0, a 1-1. It's just one of those games. Of course, it is at Sheffield, so an early goal could help. We could also get an early goal against, perhaps, and then they just sit back and we have trouble breaking that defense down of Sheffield, perhaps. But yeah, that's all just if, buts, and maybes, and let's not speculate too much on that part. If we, of course, take a look at the goal difference, it's minus 44 for Sheffield, and of course we are 39 up, currently the highest in the Premier League, so that's quite well. Liverpool's on 38 and City is on 33. Of course, Liverpool and City playing each other this weekend on a Sunday, I think it is. Let me take a quick look. No. Never mind. It's City United. And it's Liverpool City next week, Sunday. Yes, indeed, 10th of March, on UK time, 15:45. So, I mean, interesting matchup, right? Because if Liverpool draws with Man City, then it's 1-1, and we are top of the league where we should be if we don't drop points against Sheffield, because. And of course, the goal difference doesn't change with a draw, so we could go up. We could go top of the league, and then it's in our hands. But me personally, even though it's at Anfield, that might be an advantage for Liverpool. But as you could see for Liverpool against who did Liverpool play? Chelsea, and of course the Carabao Cup final, which of course Liverpool won to a late goal of Van Dijk. But yeah, Liverpool has a lot of injuries at the moment, so that could be a bit of a thing. Haaland, of course, scoring 5 goals yesterday, so Haaland is doing quite well. Of course, De Bruyne being fit and assisting quite a reasonable amount of goals. Yeah, that could be something against Liverpool. But of course, it stays Liverpool, and maybe with Jurgen Klopp, maybe Liverpool can get a result out of that. Maybe we can nick a draw there, so we go top of the league if everything goes well. Forest is playing Liverpool, right? So at the moment, in my opinion, I don't really see Liverpool doing anything. I think Forest got quite a chance to maybe get a point, which would be really good for us as well. City United could get a draw. You never know what Ten Hag is going to cook up. Maybe Ten Hag puts United like that, and then it's 1-1. You know, I don't know. Maybe United can make a draw as well. Well, I think looking at the fixtures of both our games, City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Even though people might say Arsenal is not in a contention of winning the title, you know, I don't mind it. Let us be the underdogs. I don't mind it. We can't bottle anything this time. I mean, come on. Even though I don't think we bottled it anyway, but let's not talk about that. I think we have a reasonable chance. If we take a look at our fixture list, Liverpool fixture list, City fixture list, and Arsenal fixture list. I mean, I'm not gonna name it all. You've probably seen it before a lot of times now already. But I think with injuries, and we are quite lucky with injuries. I mean, you might say, yeah, Liverpool got a lot of injuries. I can't deny that. City is doing quite well with injuries, and City, of course, got a lot of players. Now, of course, signing Savio as well. Savio is called, right? Brazilian, I think. Or from Argentina, and it's from Girona, so it's like the City group team stuff, right? So City got a quite reasonable amount of players. Of course, Grealish going off injured, but yeah, you have Doku, there you have so many players at City, so and I think if City got enough injuries, you could just pick someone from the academy or whatever, and just still have a good team. But if we take a look at Liverpool got a lot of injuries, and Liverpool, let me take a look at Liverpool's upcoming fixtures. Liverpool is of course playing Forest this Saturday. Then Sunday it's City. Then the next Sunday on that it's Everton against Liverpool, so the Merseyside derby. So of course Forest is a bit of an unpredictable team in my opinion. Forest could do well, couldn't do well, but against Liverpool, I have to say Liverpool academy players I think are mostly in the game. Maybe Nunez could be back after jumping over the fence and stuff. So, but and Salah perhaps. But I think Nottingham could do, or Forest could do something there. Of course, you have City. I do think City will win that match, so that means Liverpool will drop points, which means we could go over Liverpool, and we can, and if then it's in our hands basically, together with City, which, yeah, you could say against Luton in a 6-2. But I don't think City are that good at the moment, to be completely honest. Then of course Liverpool has the Merseyside derby. Then Brighton as well, which is a difficult match. It's at the Anfield, and the Anfield is always quite different. But yeah, that's are the upcoming 5 fixtures for Liverpool. But that being said about Liverpool, let's take a look at our upcoming game. Of course, Sheffield United, which this entire preview is about. So if we take a look at Sheffield injuries right now, I'm not gonna pretend like I know who everything is against Sheffield. I mean, I watch Arsenal, but I don't watch every Sheffield match, to be completely honest. But as we can see here, Max Lowe, or how we pronounce it, Reece Norrington Davies has an injury as well. Are expected to be 3-6, 3-6, 8-7. So that's a couple of months from here. Same with Chris, John Egan Holgate, or John Egan Holgate might return soon. Maybe, let me think, right? Because well, you can see it for yourself. There are quite a lot of injuries, to be fair, but ruled out for the next match, of course. So Sheffield has some injuries. I mean, of course, if we Arsenal fans are being honest, we probably expect to just get over Sheffield, another thrashing, another 5-6-0, which wouldn't be bad for a goal difference. I mean, we're doing quite well. I'm quite enjoying it, but as you know, it's the Premier League. You don't know what happens. Maybe we'll get 2 red cards within 6 seconds, and we lose the match 2-0, and then we're done with the title race. Because I have to say, if we lose one match, I think we're done with the title match. Title race, of course. Well, I don't know why I'm saying match, but of course the title race. Let's take a look at our injuries now. Of course, you guys are probably up to date with our injuries, as we probably support Arsenal all. If you watch this, I don't know. We've of course got Timber out still, Tomiyasu still, but might make a return. I think against Sheffield, could be on the bench still. Party, well, I don't know about Party. and Zinchenko. Of course, Jesus isn't mentioned in this, but Jesus was on the bench. Gabriel Jesus was on the bench against Newcastle, I think. Of course, lucky we didn't need him, but I think Arsenal want to take a bit of a reasonable. Take it a bit slowly, with Jesus. I think about the knee injury. Zinchenko, of course, but I don't mind Kiwior, to be honest. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Kiwior so far. I think Kiwior's doing quite well. Nicked a goal here and there. Well, only one goal against Newcastle, of course, but it was a good goal. Of course, took a bit of deflection, but it was a good goal, to be fair. But all in all, of course, as the preview, I think we could do a job against Sheffield. I mean, of course, you'd expect that, right? We're on a roll right now, of course, the Champions League. But hey, let's take a look at the 12th of March, of course, with Porto at the Emirates. It could be an entirely different game. Maybe Porto sit back. But that's for over 2 weeks right now from here. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think about the Arsenal against Sheffield fixture. What are your predictions? My predictions are, well, it's quite difficult to say. It could be 8-0. It could also be 1-1. But that's most games, to be honest. So I go for a 6-0. 6-0. I say 6-0. Right? Or do I even go 8-0? Nah, Arteta could change something in the second half. So I go 5-0. Let's take it and let's hold it at 5-0. That are my predictions. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this Arsenal against Sheffield game. And thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and if you want to, of course. This is the first video on the channel, so I would really appreciate it. If you don't, then just don't. I appreciate it for watching anyway. And I'll see you at an injury update I'll do very soon on this channel as well. But for now, goodbye.